Hey guys, welcome to another video. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If you're watching this on Monday morning, let's take a look at the top stocks that I'm seeing of value this coming week. So there's a number of stocks that I'm looking at throughout the course of this week that have major catalysts that we want to watch. And depending on the catalyst and if they happen, there might be a great opportunity to either buy the dip, or if the catalysts are positive and you already have a position, now might be a good time where you might want to sell, grab some profits, and then if you believe in the company long term, then you can buy back in at the bottom. So let's start with number one, EBON, E-B-O-N. This is eBank company. They are in the crypto space. There's been a lot of talk. They've had a lot of eyes on them recently. If you've been following any of my videos, I've been following closely with this company as well. I do have shares in the company, both options, long-term, and shares. And I believe that this week in particular, you want to really watch out for these guys. I've had them on the weekly watch list for a couple weeks now because they're opening a crypto exchange app. They said it's going to be at the end of the first quarter, and we're getting close to that. So now is the time where you want to start watching for this announcement. You can see on the chart that they've run up recently, right to about a high of 13.5. All-time highs for the last year is about $15. So that was, a while ago. So it's looking like you could go back to that level and even go higher. So I would watch out for EBON. It has a bit of a run-up. You can see on the MACD that the momentum is shifted upwards. The RSI does look a little high. It does look a little bit overbought, but that's not to say that it can't continue to go higher, especially with good news and a good catalyst. So my plans on this company are I will keep my options, keep my shares until we get the announcement of the app. Once they announce that they're going to do it at a certain time, and we get hopefully a tremendous run-up, I will, decide at that point, based on how the momentum looks and how the price movement is, where I will sell out. And my hope is to grab the top. And at that point, I will sell either most or all of my position, and then I will wait for the inevitable profit taking, because people are going to be doing what I'm doing. And once it's on the bottom, I will buy back in and hold for probably the long term. If you're a big believer in crypto as I am, I think that this company will do well in the future. So that's EBON. Let's look at the second company. The second company that we're looking at is CCIV. That's the ticker symbol. Churchill Capital, who is it's a SPAC set to merge with Lucid Motors, an EV manufacturer. This is an interesting one. The reason we're looking out for this one is on Tuesday, there's rumors that it's going to announce this merger and make it official. So there's been a tremendous run-up, as you can see, and not too many red days in this run-up. It's pretty much been straight up. I would watch this on Tuesday, and there might be a lot of the hype and a lot of the good news already priced in, especially this big green candle that we see over here. So I would watch this. Two things are going to happen. Actually a couple things. Let's say the merger happens. They announce the merger. What'll probably happen is it's going to be a bit of a run-up, and you're going to see some profit taking. So it's going to drop down. If that's the case, if you believe this company, that might be a good opportunity to buy in for the long term. If it doesn't announce a merger or it delays a merger, you're going to see a crash. So my plans for this company, I don't have a position in CCIV. I've been looking at it, but I just feel like it's way too hyped up for a company that doesn't even have vehicles on the road, no revenue. I think it's all hype right now with EVs. And I already have exposure to other EVs in the other EV companies in the sector. So my plans for CCIV is I will wait. You can also see it's very overbought on the RSI. I'm going to wait to see what happens with this merger. I will wait for a dip, hopefully, and then at that point, I will buy in and hold hold long term. I do think that they will be good long term. They're talking about a $15 billion market cap for it to start. So that's not too crazy, especially if you compare it to Tesla and NIO. So I will hold on for the long term for them. So that's the second ticker we're looking at here. Next ticker that we're watching this week is everybody's favorite Workhorse. So really quickly, we've made videos on this before. It's a very well-known company. We hit highs of $43 or so, then we dropped down. The catalyst for this is the announcement of the USPS contract, which we're hoping that they get. I think that you want to watch it for this week. If you don't have a position in Workhorse already, you may want to wait a little bit. It looks like MACD seems to be curling back up. RSI seems to be coming back up. Maybe you want to buy. I would give it a day, see how it consolidates. But just watch out, because if there is an announcement, or if word gets out before the announcement, you might see a tremendous run-up. So this is something that investors have been waiting for months. Me as well. Back in last year, the middle of last year, we were talking about this, and it was delayed a bunch of times. So there's a lot of hype, and you can see Workhorses started consolidating. So I would really watch this. This will move quick. So I would keep an eye on Workhorse this week. Next stock we're watching this week has been on the weekly watch list before. RIOT, RIOT. This is another cryptocurrency Bitcoin play. Their price is very tied to that of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin goes up, RIOT goes up. Bitcoin goes down, RIOT goes down. You can see it's been a tremendous run-up because Bitcoin's been a tremendous run-up. I would watch it this week. It's on overbought levels, but Bitcoin is just flying right now. If you're watching this Monday morning, Elon Musk tweeted at 2 a.m. Monday morning that the price of Bitcoin seems to be a little high. So, you know how tweets of his cause price action. So maybe you want to be a little careful with RIOT at the beginning of the week, because there could be a dip based on that tweet. But regardless, I think overall in the long term, Bitcoins will rise and RIOT will rise with it. So keep an eye on RIOT. You might get a good opportunity to buy this week. Looks like it's on a bit of a run here, obviously, but we're looking at prices that may not hold in the very short term. So keep an eye on RIOT. Same with Mara, M-A-R-A, very similar company, a little bit cheaper, not that much, but I would look at those two for this week as well. And the last stock that I'm looking at this week is Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. This is a big favorite of everyone lately, and me included. I do have shares. I don't have options. Long term, I believe that they will do very well. I believe this is a long-term hold. In the short term, there's going to be a lot of price fluctuality, if that's a word, fluctuations. So it's been the recent target of the Wall Street bet guys. So there's talk that the price action could start getting crazy. For me, that's just gravy. If they do start to give interest to Palantir, they will run it up, at which point I will take profit somewhere towards the top, and then once the craze settles off, I will buy it back down. If it goes down, which I don't see it happening based on Wall Street bets, that's fine. I will buy all the way down and average cost into it. Right now, we're looking at a dip based on their recent earnings. They had good earnings in terms of revenue, but they overall had a loss. So people took that as a negative catalyst, and the stock dropped. So right now is actually a good opportunity, I think, if you don't have a position in Palantir already, because there is a drop. We are now down to this very common support level, the 24-25 range. We hit highs of 45 on the run-up to earnings. So you have about $20 per share profit kind of built in. We don't know if it will go up or if it will go down. You never know, but if it were to get back to highs, which is very recent, you have about $20 per share built in. It looks like we're starting to consolidate. We went down, back up a little bit. Now we're finding a support level, like I said, around that 24-25 range. The MACD looks like it's curling back upwards, but it's still very red, so maybe you want to give it a couple days and see if the MACD starts to curl back. You do have two nice green volume days over here. Big green bars signaling that we may be in a reversal, ready to come back up. We are riding the lower Bollinger Band, so that's a good sign as well. On the RSI, we're about 47, so that's good. Looks to be curling back up. And like I said, this is a new company in terms of being public, but it's been around since 2012. They have a lot of government contracts, and I think that in the long term they should be fine. I think that it's still a relatively small company with a lot of potential. So if you are willing to buy and hold for the long term, as I am, I think that this would be a good opportunity to start buying, because this is a nice support level, like I mentioned, and it does seem to offer upside at this point. So anyway, these are just the tickers that I'm watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching anything else on your radars for this week. And please like and subscribe to the video. I'm trying to grow the channel, and any help that you guys can offer would be much appreciated. So thanks, guys, and have a great week.